Hello, hello. I hope I am visible and clearly audible. Let's get hello. Yep, we will start in 5 minutes. Let's wait for everyone to join. Yep, thank you so much for sharing this. I will share it again if you want. But yeah, don't you can check in here to on some points. Um, Yep, please do make sure you check in for the event so you earn points for Global Hack Week. And I hope everyone's Global Hack Week is going great. And in today's and this stream, we will be seeing no code versus code at hackathons. I think the session on low code and no code, getting started with no code and low code has been done. You can check the recordings. Uh, I think it was today itself. Yep, it was today. So you can actually go there and check it out. Yeah, intro to low and no code tools. So you can check that out. So it benefits you from the outcomes that come into this session. And this session will be a light discussion on how I see code to like code and no code at hackathons and what goes around in backstage when you create or submit projects. There might be many doubts around here that or confusions maybe that we always feel intimidated that hey, I submitted a project in no code tool, I don't know any programming languages, will my project be enough for the submission, will judges judge me or like because I have not coded a single line and just submitted by using no code tool. And we will be seeing everything, and I will try to clear all the doubts and misconceptions that might be around here. So, yep, so let's get started. Let me just uh, pull my screen sharing. Oops, um, just a second. Yep, let's go here. Yep, just a second. I hope my screen is visible. Let's get it checked. I hope my screen is visible. I can see here. Great, let's get started. So, hello everyone to Global Hack Week's today's stream on no code tool versus code at hackathons. So, hey everyone, I'm Kaivalya. I'm MLH coach and host for today. I finally got my own MLH graphics. So, if you see around this page on your Discord, so that means it's me probably. So, yeah, that's my own cartoon I got from MLH. And fun fact about me, I like anime and K drama. So, feel free. to suggest me around the communities we are in. I usually am active around that channels as well. Thank you so much. Cool. So let's get with today's topic: no code versus code at hackathons. And in table of contents, why did I put it? I usually put this to show that what we are going to cover. So anyone here knows what we are going to be doing and can skip around the like time frames afterwards to get a clear picture of a specific point if you want to. So it's easy. First, we will be seeing my views on building project with code and building project with no code tools. Then what is difference between no code and low code? So again, as I said, stream on introduction to this has already been done um, by MLHR already today. So you can watch that stream for great introduction for getting started with tools. Here I will state out the difference just in case you are watching your first stream for the Global Hack Week or something like that, and you might want that misconception to be solved. And we will be trying out something interesting. And okay, I will tell it that I will be trying out an 1 to 2 no code tool. For clearance, I have never used no code tool before for making an application, etc. So this would be my first time building an application on no code tool specifically. So don't judge me upon if I just get something confused with another and like build something messy. I'm trying first time, so trying to give clear thoughts on this. Yeah, there there's a swag drop always goes around Global Hack Week. So be active around the community and Discord, and we oftenly go around and see which are the active hackers in Global Hack Week and do the swag drops. So yeah, swag drop is always active during Global Hack Weeks. So that is one thing you can look forward to maybe. Yep, let's move forward. And this is the contents and not much to it, but let's get started. So building project with code. What are my thoughts? Uh, I personally have built whatever hackathons I have attended and hacked in. I have built my project in code. So my thoughts are totally around this that I myself prefer building my projects through code. And I'm not saying that everyone should prefer building their projects only in code, or you should build your projects in only code in any sense, even if it's hackathon or anywhere you want to make personal projects, etc. Anything like that. I'm not saying you should be only building with code, but it's my preference that I build or when I got started with project building or programming, say suppose, and hackathons, the first step I got started with was coding. So I continued with it and I built projects in hackathons and also any my personal project, etc., with code itself. So that's why it's one part that today I'm going to try out no code tools to see how they feel, and we will go through it together. So I hope it goes well. Right. So my thoughts, they're clear that, and we will be seeing the pros and cons which I feel which come along with when you are building a project for hackathon through code. So let's get into it. Cool. Pros and cons. So easy. So gives you a feel of control over your project. So whenever I build my projects through code, I usually get connected to my code and my project, and I know that how this project is going and what every line of code is doing essentially. Again, there's no need. You should be knowing every single line of code what you are doing. Yes, I do take references from Stack Overflow as well. Everyone does that, so that's not a compulsion. But it feels that you have control over your project and you know whatever you are building, how it works, and it feels it gives a feeling of ownership over your project. That's what I'm trying to tell. The next thing is you have flexibility to integrate different tools and cover sponsor categories. Again, when if you are in hackathon, you know there are multiple sponsor categories, and there are separate price. prizes for sponsors as well, right? So there are mainstream hackathon prizes for second, third, and if they're sponsors, the sponsors most probably will have their separate first, second, and third, or anything like that, respectively. Cool. So if while working with code, the most many of the tools they have the integration plugins that you can use into your code to implement that product, right? So most of the time with code, it becomes really helpful if you are if you are writing code to build a project, and if you want to implement a sponsor category, then you can go to their documentation, etc. And most of the time, it's a code. Say suppose it's authentication. Application authentication product, so you get the authentication keys and the functions, etc., to authenticate and authentication to your website. Maybe there are multiple sponsors for each MLH hackathon itself, so you can actually go ahead and see, and if you will find that there are snippets for different programming languages that you can implement and get started with your own, like getting integrated, being able to integrate the product or the sponsor category, getting it included into your project, and it benefits you if you get selected, right? So that are the pros and cons. So it takes a lot of time to build a project from scratch. I know the hackathon is time restricted, and building everything from scratch and having an idea. If we are in hackathon, we usually know if you are new, you will eventually face this a lot, that when you're building when you're at hackathon, you start by ideation processes. You try to think of different ideas. Each member comes up with their different idea. You try to uh, discuss on that. You come up with a entirely different idea. Sometimes that has happened to me a lot of times, and my team, that we come up with the entirely different idea, and none of the four ideas we came up with. But yeah, that's how hackathon works. And when your most of the time has already what we can say, when you are most of the time, like, initial time has gone into discussions and ideation process, you want to get your development started really quick, because at the end what you will be presenting is your uh, project, right? So that project should be there, so you have to start getting references, building codes, and making it work, then working around the team, and it becomes really time consuming. So it takes a lot of time to build your projects when you are trying to build it through code and trying to integrate. If you are sponsor category, then maybe uh, the method or the code snippet that sponsors have provided with is failing, and all those things get uh, get to go south, and then you don't really have control over your project. So that's what happens when you try to build the project with code in hackathons, right? Then usually best practices are neglected. Of course, you have like 24 hours, 48 hours, or something like that. You have a limited time period, so you don't actually uh, end up using best practices, even if it's like you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but at the end you are in time crunch, and uh, you will override those best practices in order to make your project run, etc. So many are best practices gets neglected. Again, there you will find different many bugs in your application, many security issues, many security flaws, anything like that when you are working with code in hackathons. And I think if you are watching this and you relate to it, let me know in the chat, so I know that my story is getting related to many people, because I have faced it a lot, that building a project from scratch and working around with teams. If a front end someone is handling, someone is handling back end, etc. There are different parts when you are building project, and it gets really hectic, and the best practices often get overruled. Yep. And the module deprecation and insufficient documentation is problem. The thing I just covered here, that say suppose you are building a project and the project was running. If you know code, it's okay. If you don't know any of the programming, etc., don't worry what I'm saying right now. But those who are working with code already or are learning code, they will be able to understand a bit. I am a big JavaScript person, so I work around with JavaScript a lot. I tend to give JavaScript references here and there. So when you are working with a project, say suppose you are working with a Node.js project and it's working fine, uh, a day or 2 day before, and the hackathon starts, and there may be a new node framework, not node framework, we can say a new node version, maybe another module or dependency which your project is using. It has a version and the things are deprecated and it does not work and you are frustrated. So that has happened to us as well, that we are in hackathon, and the idea, the project we were planning to build that, yeah, it would be able to we will be able to build it. At the last time we faced that the many concept and things which were there on YouTube videos and documentation, and they were deprecated. If you have gone through React, you know the functional components and class-based components what I'm talking about, right? So you know, and if you are watching this stream and you don't know what anything is, just ignore it. It's the con side of using the code, and you will be able to understand once you maybe start working with code, etc. Cool. So there are pros and cons. Quickly into the chat, what is the status? How many people are able to relate to it, and what all pros and cons do you think are added here? So I can address it as well. Maybe I would have left it. Uh, Yep, my time the Kotlin version was deprecated. Exactly, we can already feel that whatever we have learned in the specific technology and we are trying to build it and something gets deprecated, now you have to go back to entire documentation and find the specific function case that would work, get it on your code, and now make sure the code you just copied from the documentation is able and compatible with the rest of your old code that has been written and make it work. That is a lot of work, and that's why it's one of the major cons according to me. Because say suppose you have written application and some things get deprecated, and if that affects other methods and the structure of your application, that's a big blow according to me when you are working on a hackathon project. Because time is very sensitive. We feel that 48 hours we'll be able to build, but the things get wrong various times, and these are the things you should be keeping in mind if you are trying to work with code during the hackathon. So yes, that's great. Next, let's see building projects with no code. Again, as I said earlier, I have never used no code platform for hackathon submission, or not that I might have logged in on some accounts and portals, but I have never used it to build a project. So why am I speaking on this? This is because I have been a judge to hackathons and I mentor at hackathons, and I have encountered many people who work with no code platforms, and being from code background, I saw what all things no code platform is even better at solving these problems, and where the no code platform is lacking, right? So that's my background coming and talking on building projects with no code. Perfect, that sounds cool. Let's get a quick check how many of you people have used no code platform uh, uh, or for building any project or hackathon project, any no code tool, even if it's maybe Notion page or anything like that. I would like to get some in the chat. Anyone? Great. Yeah, Figma is a great tool actually. And one more thing I would like to tell is many people actually submit their hackathon projects with Figma, and like it there is no compulsion. You should be using a code, or the project should be totally functioning. If I'm not wrong, Figma has uh, the I'm not able to recall it. Maybe I will be wrong, but you can actually add the action and make it a live preview, maybe, or I'm not sure what is it called. Uh, uh, if you have used Figma, please let me know. You can actually design your application and make it like a live preview, how it will be used, etc. Yeah, bubble.io is good, and actually we are going to try bubble.io today along with Webflow. So that two platforms the ChatGPT gave their names at the tops at the starting, so I will be using them. But yeah, I have seen many people submit Figma designs and Figma projects in like live preview format. So yeah, that is a valid submission. Yeah, bubble.io, but I haven't used it. Yes, we are going to use bubble.io today. Maybe you can start with me and let's see how that goes. Not yet. Yeah, if we want to take full control of our application, we should code. Yep, actually, but you should be looking at the cons as well. Sometimes it's better to get things automated, right? So, uh, for with full control, I meant was that you get a feel that you can change anything and any other subroutine in the project. And if you want, you can do any stuff, or like you get a feel that you are in complete ownership of the project. But that is not the like essential thing you should be looking when you are at hackathon. Obviously, if you are confident enough to build, you can build. I have built applications myself in code during hackathons, and many other multiple people do that as well. And but if you want that, hey, I want a quick website to run and I don't care how that is working, I just want a website to be running, then is it better to just go to no code or low code platforms and use their automation tools and quick deploying facilities over our like control over the application? Yep, that really does make sense, right? So during hackathon, it really depends on your priority. Say I'm working on, say suppose backend of the application, and I want like I'm not really good with front end. To be quite frank, I am able to work with it, but I'm not quite good with the colors and stuff, right? So what I will do most probably, if I'm hacking solo, which I very rarely do, uh, so what I will do is I will go to no code platform like today we are going to do, and I will build a front end and just integrate with our backend, and yep, that works for me. Yeah, gotta learn. Yeah, today we will learn hopefully. Give a recap of what you have covered. Yep, absolutely. We have covered like we let's go to table of contents real quick. We are going to see what all these things are, and we are going to discuss just a two-way discussion. I would like to keep it on no code versus code in hackathons. So, what should you prefer, and how should you think throughout the uh, uh, like throughout your hackathon project selection and thing like that? Because the main motive behind this session was I have seen many people being biased about only code or only no code during hackathons, and they are not willing to change their perception whatsoever. So I just wanted to, hey, why not just make a session and try to see if we can work together, and maybe we will be able to share this session, something like that, a genuine approach. But yeah, this is the recap. We have seen building project with code, my thoughts and pros and cons. So you can actually, this session is being recorded, so obviously you can go back and check on the points I have discussed. I have very thoroughly gone through this point. Cool. And now we are at building project with no code. Yeah, actually, I use ChatGPT quite a lot, actually. So I wanted to search the free no-code tools which I can use for this session. I just went to ChatGPT instead of Google, and it gave me the top 10 list. And first two are Webflow and Bubble.io, so I will be using them today. Yep. So I hope we are catched up with comments. So let's go ahead. Again, my thoughts. So my thoughts on no code tool are they are really great. They save lot of time, like literally a lot of time. So as I said earlier, that I'm really not very good with front end. So if you just tell me to come up with my own design for my website, I am going to take forever to come up with actually sensible, good design that actually matches some of the UI UX expectation. And again, I will not be confident enough to build it and then fail the UI UX check. So I'll most probably ask one of my friends or hackathon team members to build my front end project. But say suppose in a scenario, I am tasked to build the front end, right? And I don't know a lot. I don't want to design all the stuff from start and anything like that. The best chance for me is either low code or no code. We will be seeing the difference between both of them, and the session for introduction to no code and low code has been already there, as I said earlier. So today itself, sessions earlier, there was a session on introduction to no code and low code tools. So you can definitely check that out. Again, so yeah, this is no code platforms are really helpful for someone like me or people who don't know how to code or anything. The basic thing, the thing I like about no code is you have to drag and drop stuff on the like page, and you can just like if you have worked with Figma, that is really great example. You drag and drop, align the stuff and change the colors and make it work. It's exactly the similar, and you can actually deploy it right from there, so you don't have to like think around how you can actually make that website accessible. They provide all the domain DNS and all the settings, etc. And some hosting services give the your free domain, so you can directly host your applications there. Yeah, again, great tool. I really when I just went and logged into Webflow and Bubble.io, they're really impressive. They have good UI, they have good templates. Actually, you don't have to drag and like build the structure from the start. They have all the templates. You just have to drag and drop, change the text, and yeah, your website is done. So yeah, that are my thoughts. No code is not something like say I build projects with code, so I am not going to say no code is no go or you should not do no code. Yeah, you should try everything. So the basic thing is when you are trying to build a project, the last the goal is you have to submit your project at hackathon, and that is your ultimate goal, right? So it doesn't matter whatever you have built on there. If the judges are able to see something uh, you have given, and if it solves problem and other criteria respectively, then you have submitted a project, right? So that's a valid submission. So you should not think like uh, I don't know code, as I mentioned earlier. So that is the main thing we are trying to focus on today to like get this misconception out. I am going to try out no code tool today and maybe probably use it for one of my own submissions in future. Let's see how that goes. So we will be seeing the pros and cons for no code platform. Again, the pros and cons that I have seen personally, they might be wrong in like maybe I'm not sure about the trends that are going in no code or low code platforms, right? But they might be wrong. But these are the pros and cons which I have seen during my judging and mentoring in the hackathons. So these are pros and cons. The pros is fast to build up projects and applications. So again, that's what I said. This fast to build projects and applications. So there are templates, several templates, plugins, webhooks, entire things are there to help you uh, build your project super fast and get your applications ready as soon as possible. Okay, I see some questions. Let's allow them. Sorry, let's address them. So, do hackathons allow no code? Like, would anyone have issue with it? Yep, absolutely. Hackathons do allow no code tools, and having submission through no code is absolutely encouraged, and it's good if your project is able to run, the project is running, and it is able to convey your ideas. Say, suppose the project is about what we can say, let's say Twitch. I want to build my own Twitch, and there is no code tool which helps me with all the background processes and all the complexity that goes around it. Cool. I have made a project, a stream alternative, something like that, and I submitted it. At the end, if the project runs, it works, it is able to convey the idea that, hey, my project is alternative of StreamYard. That works, right? So that is the basic tagline of hackathon submission. So if your project works and if it's solving a problem, it's a valid submission. So absolutely yes, they allow, and there is no you won't usually see that there is a specific rule that specifies that there should be no code tool used. If like say suppose there are specific hackathons, so I'm not again saying that as well. So say suppose there is specific hackathon organized with partnership with a no code tool or low code tool. So most probably they will want you is to use no code or low code tool and submit your projects with no code and low code. Instead of coding your project, you should be using the platform. So there are cases where they will ask you to use only no code tool or low code tool. And there might be cases, say suppose in some hackathon they have some partnership which only allows for you to submit your project into code. Again, that depends from hackathon to hackathon, but it's a very rare case that someone will stop you from submission of your project because it's no code. So it's highly unlikely. And if you talk about MLH, so MLH does not stop you from submitting a project in any form. So feel free to go around in MLH hackathons and maybe try out them. Uh, Yep, no code tools are allowed. Yes, no code tools are allowed. So that's why I'm doing the stream today to clear this out. So absolutely no code tools are allowed for hackathon submission. Yeah, again, so no code tools are allowed in hackathon submission. We will see that in the cons section it's there. So let's go ahead so I will be able to clarify that a bit easily. So the first pro was fast to build up the project applications. Then again, no programming knowledge needed at all. So even if you don't know any programming language, what is programming, how programs work, how websites are built, how internet works, if you don't know anything, if you are just getting started with uh, hackathons and want to build something uh, like if you are just getting started with tech world, etc., you want to build projects, etc., the no code tool is really no code platforms are really great way to start because you don't need any programming language knowledge to build your project. You just go ahead and just try to build your project and etc. So you get your work done and you feel a achievement that you have made a project, and that's a really great start. And actually, you are building a project, so it's not like if you don't know any coding, so that's why you are building with no code tool. It's not like that. Uh, no code tool are really great extension if you want to build projects, right? So that doesn't require you to have a functional uh, like expertise on any programming languages, right? So I would like to give a good example as well that many people feel that using no code tool makes you look like you don't know about programming or software engineering or anything like that. So, like, let's take an example. Say, suppose you are a Python developer. Again, this is going into programming, but don't worry about it right now. Just hear, and even if you don't know anything about programming, you will be able to understand. So, suppose there you are a Python programmer and you want to make a website which is strictly required to be maybe in JavaScript or anything like that. Or if you are Python backend developer, or you are a backend developer and you are tasked to use uh, tasked to build a front end dashboard, anything like that, front end of any application, right? So you won't be flexible enough like me to fit in perfectly into front end role, right? You will be able to work around it. Or some people just prefer back end; they don't want to work anywhere around front end, right? That's actually acceptable. So no code tools come in really handy because you don't need to know anything about this front end or anything like that. You can actually get started. So even if you are experienced in one criteria, or even if you are experienced front end developer and you don't have time enough to build your own application, you can just go ahead with no code tools. So that's how it goes. So it's for everyone. No code tools are for everyone. So even if you don't know anything, if you know everything about programming and front end engineering, etc., obviously you can use it. And if you had partial knowledge or just want to save up your time, no code tools are great. Again, the next pro is multiple platforms available with several features. Again, as I said, I'll be using Webflow and Bubble.io today, but there are literally multiple platforms which you can use. Let me just go to ChatGPT window and see the top 10 which I searched. So Bubble.io, Webflow. Airtable, Zapier, AppSheet is there, many other there, Glide, uh, Microsoft Power Apps. I was not sure it's no code. Okay, it's low code tool. Again, we can go into that. Integromat. Again, these are the tools which you can use. Then ChatGPT is there, and I hope everyone out here has access due to things going on or Twitter and stuff. So, yep. So you can actually go ahead and generate this list, etc. Actually, ChatGPT is not bad idea. You can go there and ask your questions as well, and it is pretty good. So yeah, and in cons, the most platform have paid features, making it a bit difficult to use. Again, the platforms which are providing no code services have the business to run, so they will provide mostly a free tier or uh, paid subscriptions. There will be subscriptions. Some platforms do not even provide free like free subscription for getting started with restricted features, something like that. And if you are on free tier, you will have some restricted features that you can only do these five features or five functions, etc. So it becomes bit difficult to work around no code to such no code tools. Obviously, there are totally free no code tools as well, but sometimes multiple platforms have this subscription method, so it becomes really get keep uh, the platform, so you cannot use it to your full potential, I would say. Yeah, again, it depends on what all your application needs, what all needs are there for your application to run and how it goes around platforms. So you can actually switch platforms and see what platforms work best. Cool. And platforms are not flexible for newer or customized integration. The best example, if you are up to date with the trend, would be Mastodon. So yeah, there like people are getting started with it and they are creating their accounts there and stuff. So the best idea would be there should be like there is Twitter button, YouTube button, LinkedIn buttons, and for social buttons, right? So the newest integration would be Mastodon. So there, if someone has Mastodon profile, they should be able to have the Mastodon buttons, right? So many tools and services still don't have that service to add your Mastodon profile. So that is a that is one of the cons for a no-code tool, that if there is integration or new service that comes into picture, the no-code tool are not able to adapt to it as quickly as we will be able to adapt into code or something like that. So that is one of the cons I feel that way, and not flexible as if you are trying to approach, say, suppose a sponsored category, right? And you want to use a sponsored tool, so it's really difficult to be able to uh, add that sponsor category tool to your application if the application is built on no-code tool, because there are multiple restrictions and all those terms and conditions that comes into picture when you are trying to integrate a third-party application with your project on no-code tool. So that's a con for no-code tool. Again, depends on what idea you have for your no-code application. Okay, I see a question. So I heard about no code and low code tools only recently, so forgive me if the question sounds silly. Yeah, no question is silly, but can we build applications where we use bit of no code, low code tools and proper programming coding? Like, can we build an application where we integrate bit of everything? Absolutely. So that is great point, and we can actually do that. So there are services. So I'm not sure if you have heard of Firebase, right? So Firebase kind of automates your backend and database kind of thing. So if you don't know what backend and stuff is, so you don't have to worry about it, right? So Firebase is kind of a low code tool. So you can write your code for front end, etc., and you don't have to worry about backend. You just have to use a link for Firebase, and you have backend already created by Firebase. There is AppWrite for the same. Really great tool. You should see AppWrite definitely. And there are such tools where you can combine this like feasibility of the applications really good. And this is our next point as well. So if we go next, that difference between no code and low code. So there is literally one line difference, that no code means you should not, it is okay for you to not know a single line of code, right? So even if you don't know any programming languages, what code is, and even if you haven't heard coding in your entire life, then that is okay as well, because there is literally no need for you to use any line of code. Whereas in low code, you can actually customize your application with whatever you want. If you want to drag and drop, you will be able to do it. If you want to code certain part, you will be able to do it. So low code is kind of a middleman, or middle ground of feel for like building your own code with like building your own code as well, and using low code platform as well. So as I said, today we will be seeing low code, no code platforms for front end, because I know back end well, right? And I know front end as well, but I'm not really good, or I would take a lot of time to build a really good application, really good functional front end, which has good like lighthouse score, etc., something like that. So I would most probably prefer no code or low code tool, right? Because I know code, so I can tweak around some things and make it works. So that's the difference. And if you don't know anything about backend, then there are services like Firebase. MongoDB has its own, I guess. The Node one, Apprite is there, AppSmith is there, something like that. So there are many low code tool which are there. So yeah, okay. I will make sure to add it here, or maybe you can ping me on MLH Discord, and I will share this slides with you, or maybe at the end of the session I will share it with you all. No worries with that. I will share it. But there is not many much text on slides. I usually prefer not to write text here, so I can just talk and go on impromptu mostly, because I do not like reading and like talking about it. Okay, never mind. So I will share it at the end, and if I forget by mistakes, so sorry in advance. So let me know in Discord, MLH Discord. I will be sure to send it to you. Cool. I hope there are not many questions. If you have questions for code and no code, let me know right now in the chats. Any question, don't feel it's a stupid question, anything like that. My personal experience, you can ask as well. I will be happy to answer. And quick reminder, water break. So let's take a quick water break for that, and then we will get started with building on our no code tool. Cool. Ask your questions until the meantime, and let's go ahead with that. Yep. I will play a background music. We will take a 5 minute break. Until then, you can let me know what is going on, and maybe any no-code tool you already have tried, and maybe you can let me know your own experience, so that helps me as well to while we are building. So let's take a 5 minute break. Let me know in the chats what, or maybe you can get started with one of the two that suggest me, and we can go ahead with that tool in today's session. Let's go ahead with and do that. what tools are we going to build on. So I will be like, this is not this session is not specifically focused on we learning no code tools, but me trying no code tools. So we'll be trying uh, Webflow and Bubble.io primarily. So if you have experience with that, let me know. And I have never used this tools before. So if you have experience and if I'm doing something wrong, please do let me know. I will be super happy to take those points into consideration because I want to build something no code in no code today. So hopefully that's great. So let's get started with that. So maybe I will go ahead. Um, I want to start attending hackathons. So any suggestion? Yeah, absolutely. You are here in the stream. Global Hack Week is going. So there are many challenges going on. Sessions like this are going on. So you can attend sessions, gain points. Oh, from points I remember. I will share the link again. So make sure you go ahead and get your check-in points if you are new and just getting like starting with the stream. But yeah, so Global Hack Week is there. There are tasks and small maybe what you can say challenges there. So you can go ahead start completing that. I started my hackathon journey with global one of such local hack day. So it was previously called local hack day. So I started my journey with local hack day. So actually, Global Hack Week is a great place to start because the challenges are not too fancy and not too advanced. So actually, a beginner or anyone can get started with hackathons. And yeah, keep an eye on MLH and other hackathons because after the pandemic, the in-person hackathons got started a lot. So you can actually keep an eye on that and yeah, just get started. Every hackathon has a place for beginners and every like organizers, as we discussed before in one of my uh, conference talks that how organizers are uh, organizers want new hackers to join their hackathon. So you can definitely take a look. And yeah, Global Hack Week is already there. And yep, how do you? So if you are an MLH Discord, you can go to maybe ask GHW or any channel and just ping me at the rate Kaivalya or anything like that. You will be able to see my account or profile. I guess we can ping on Discord on MLH. Just it should be a proper channel. Um, yeah, I think so. Uh, yeah, okay. So yeah, we are great. I hope. And uh, the session is around me trying no code and trying to talk on what is like talking between no code submissions and code submissions at hackathon. And let's just go ahead and try with flow.com/dashboard and I will share this tab instead. Just a second. I hope you are able to see this is the Webflow dashboard and there is nothing as you can see. Mm, let's go ahead. All sets I see create new site and let's hope we are able to successfully build a website at least today from a no-code platform. Okay, so as I said, we get templates. So there are a couple of templates we can actually see. Oops, I guess there was some problem. I will reload it. Okay, we are back. We can actually get a preview. So maybe let's get a preview. Cool. So, yep, see, I haven't done anything, but and the layout is already there. So, they're creative graphic designer from San Francisco. Okay, this looks cool. This is cool, plain and nice. actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead back here. Let's check this one. Hmm, this looks nice. Let's use this one. Okay. Why is this in Latin? I'm not sure. English. Okay. This is my extension. No worries with that. Okay. Let's use this. So let's go here. Okay. I'm not sure. I guess this is session expiry. So it was this. So let's select this and Well, a super cool site. Oops, I'm not sure why is there a problem um with this, but let's go ahead select quickly. Cool with the common name and yeah, swag drop is goes on parallelly for every session and workshop. So if you are active commenter or you are keeping the chat alive and you're super active in chats or in Discord, we will nominate and if you catch an eye of MLHR like myself, so there is swag drop in every global hack week. So yeah, the only key for the swag drop is to be super active in the chats and community. Yep. Hello. Great. So yeah, actually, we are in middle, like we talk about it already. So if you want, you can go back into the session after the recording and you will be able to find it because I have tried specifically to differentiate between both of the points and I have not yet said like what is, we will get take this into while conclusion. So stick around in the session because I will be concluding this session and answering this exact question why like no code versus code. So make sure it's there. So Bootstrap Studio. So is this a no code tool or a service? I'm not sure. Please let me know so we can check that out. So get started. I guess this is this a tutorial? Okay, this is a tutorial, but I don't want a tutorial right now. Let's go ahead and if this is the image, this is image. Okay, this is pretty messy around here. Let's see how it looks on tablet, landscape, mobile phone. Yeah, this is like responsiveness. If you work with front end, you know that. Let's go ahead. Let's put that this is the time out no code tool. Yep, this is so cool. Learn more, and we can just put here something like that. Attend live. Right? Cool. Can we add a link here? I guess we should be able to add a link here. So you can actually see the like the graphic gets here. So the padding, margin, anything like that you want display to be different layout, create a component out of it, again different width, maybe 100%. Does that work? Oops, that works, but I will just go back to command Z. Okay, this is good actually. Uh, let's go ahead and try to add a link here. I really would like if it can get a link. Uh, does it have to be here? Okay. No. No. Okay. Got it. Maybe we will try to add a link here. If anyone knows how to add link here, let me know because I'm searching and I might have lost it somewhere here. But let's see what is it. Oops, no. This is blur. Nope. This is again blur, which you do not want. And I'm not sure how to add link here. Okay, let's go to setting. Maybe here. What is this? Choose a page section so we can redirect it to page maybe. Okay, link. We get got a link here. So let's go ahead and copy the check-in link for session. So let's go ahead and put it here, open in new tab. Yep, that should be perfect. And uh, if we go here, yep, that works. See, we are on the page and we can actually see how that works directly from here. Oops, I just realized. Uh, screen, preview tab. Yep. Yeah, we can actually preview from here itself. So super cool, right? I just added it and we can actually see the preview. So if I just click on I again, I'm able to edit and we are again on the display one. This is super cool. We can actually see a publish button here as a see custom domain. So I already own a domain, but I will have to configure it. So I want to go ahead and do that. But we will actually go ahead and publish after we have done a couple of changes here. See, this is super cool. Uh, let's go ahead and I attend no code versus code at hackathon. Okay, right. I know this is like pretty stupid text, but I feel really cool working with this. Maybe let's try to add an image. Can we just add a link here? No, nope, nope. Mm, replace image. Okay. Oh, this has its own image gallery. Search assets. Oh, and we can upload it. Can I add maybe? mm, Oh, database is also there. CMS is there. User. So this is cool. And yeah, one of the features I forgot that here you can actually collaborate as you build. So you can actually have many people working on same website. Like we use GitHub, but we actually don't know at like what is like at what stage people are there right now. And here you can actually will be able to see what people are doing right now. Is Webflow paid? I don't think so. I might be totally wrong, but this is the free account that I'm using. I just logged into the account and I'm just creating it. So I think it's free. I have not encountered any paywall before. I'm not sure about that, but that's a good thing you can check on actually. But I think this is kind of sufficient for me at least to start it. And uh, what is the section here? Visible, maybe hidden. Okay, image gets hidden. Nice. Alternative text. Cool. Uh, Placeholder replace. Maybe we'll change it to this, and maybe we can fill that out. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So just control Z. The earlier image was good actually. I don't like this one. This one is good. Nice. Custom attributes. What are the custom attributes here? Okay, we have to write here. So you can see actually you can actually write the name and value of custom attributes, and that will be added in no time. This is not a tutorial for no code. I want to make it clear. This is just me trying around and showing you that I have never used no code, right? So I want to share that experience getting started myself with the no code and at the end adding good conclusion to the session. So that's why I'm doing this. Cool. Great. What do we do? Uh, what is MLH GSW? Great. That's a good, 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 good. Who are we? I'm just messing around. Don't take this so seriously. Okay, there is H1, H2. So if you have worked with HTML and CSS a little bit, you will be able to recognize what is H1, H6 means. So see, I have a bit like I have knowledge about front end. I have built a couple of and many applications with different frameworks on front end. So when I see this, I actually recognize what it's meant for. But you can just mess around here and just get. So yeah, H1, H2, it's like for heading of, you might have seen what uh, the setting has gone here, and powered by Webflow. Yes, obviously it will be added. I don't want this. Maybe I can just hide tutorial. Perfect. Uh, yep. About navigation, let's just do one more thing here before we wrap this up. So this is about grid. What we can do is, when we go to about, let's just go to view. And if you go to about, I think it will take us to, okay, it takes us to another page. That is actually nice. If we go here, okay, we can check pages from here. See home page. Now I can customize this page. So how cool this template is. It's not like, okay, there is a block page. Let's see what block page looks like. Nice. This is actually nice page, block page about, oh, this, like, it's files and constructed so well that how we build in code that we make files and interconnect them. It's actually super nice. It's not like a single page application. Actually, you can be multi-page applications, which is also this responsive, and which is super hectic if you ask any developer here. So they will be able to um, tell you the very popular joke that's centering the div joke that is pretty common around when you get started with, okay, there is front section, CCCTA, okay. These are the tags that are being used, and what is this? Uh, Element trigger. Select element trigger canvas and click to animate. Okay, you can add animations as well. Nice. Page trigger about to create animation trigger by change in page state. Nice. So you can actually edit the JavaScript that you use while building the projects here as well. So it's not simply just HTML, CSS kind of website that you build, but you can actually add the things you can do with JavaScript with the in the form of no code. That is super nice. I was not aware of Webflow, but this is super good. Selectors, cool. This is nice. Let's try to just publish it. Let's see what it does, and it will be published to Cavalia's, I guess, Stellar website, something like that. Advanced option. Let's see. Okay. So if you just go ahead and see here, I'm not sure if you are able to see. Let me just zoom in. Uh, Yep, here. So it just minifies HTML, CSS. You see here, even if I didn't know what HTML, CSS, JavaScript was, still I would be able to uh, build this website and publish it. So publish to selected domain. Let's see if my website is built and published. Let me know if anyone is building it with me side by side. I would really like to see if someone is trying it with me. So this is the page, and this is my website. So let me just quickly go and share this link with you all. So check out my Webflow website. Okay, so this is the website. Let me know if you can see the website. I hope you will be able to see it. This is super cool, actually. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and just let me quickly check in the private browser if I can still see it. Yes, I can see it. And if you go on attend live, you will be able to check in for the event. Super nice, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Yes. This is super cool. Actually, this took really less time for me to build entire. This can be my submission. I can actually submit it as my project, right? If it does like pet shop, or if I select a template for, say, suppose like e-commerce website like Amazon, Flipkart kind of thing, then I will be easily able to dog food e-commerce website, something like that. I will be able to easily do that. Okay, this is super nice. So this was Webflow. Let's see the comments if I, yeah, actually, it is responsive, and that's really good thumbs up for the no code tool, that it actually provides responsiveness out of the box. So you can actually um, this is super nice, right? Having a responsive website is Uh, yes, every time you build the front end. So, uh, okay, I liked how the responsive pages don't look bad. I tried Wix. Responsive pages needs a lot of things. Yeah, again, I guess Wix is a pretty like old like no code tool in this like domain, and the like platforms like Webflow and Bubble.io have a really great UI. I really felt good when I got started with it, and I sometimes, I will be frank, I get like I get lost around when I go try to build a project with Wix. I don't know why, but I get lost around all the templates and stuff. So don't really like the UX of Wix. Again, if you have worked with Wix and stuff and you know about it, that's great. I'd never worked with this tool, so that's kind of differentiator for me. But again, Webflow, it was super easy. We saw how like responsive it was. I can actually pull it up on my mobile phone, computer, on any desktop, and it will work as it should be. Uh, so what's the next question? So what is the no code and low code technique adapted for today's workshop to design its program code? Uh, so there is like no technique we have involved. So if you want to get specific to with the question, I would encourage that. But what I'm getting from the question is that uh, if we have adapted any specific technique for building its program. So the no code itself says that you should not be like, it's okay for you to not know code to build the projects. So that's what I did. I just changed the names and stuff here, and just added a couple of links here, changed the text and stuff, and and it worked. I published it. So that I think that's what you meant, but we haven't any specifically written any code or any specific technique to like build this project. We haven't done that. So according to you, which is the best no code and low code tools free version? As a beginner, I want to try out only one to two while getting started. Huh. I'm not sure because I have never used no code tools. This is actually my first no-code tool that I have used to build a website and publish it. So you can actually think me with you as well. But I have found that uh, Webflow is pretty good. I just tried it right now, and it's super cool. I really like Webflow, and I might use it as well. But yeah, for me, Webflow and Bubble.io, we will try now if it's easier than this, and if we get more functions with while switching with tools, we'll see that. But according to me, I'm with same with you. I have not used many no code or low code tools. If anyone in the chats have used multiple no code or low code tools, please help us out here so we will know better what code or how tools work. Yeah, actually, this is Webflow, and we will be seeing bubble.io. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do that bubble.io. Okay, we have our website, by the way, on Kaivalya's stellar site.webflow.io. You can check the link above. That's one part. You can actually go ahead and take screenshot and share on socials that we are building no a website on no code tool, something like that. That would be super cool. I would like to retweet and stuff. Make sure you tag like MLH me if you want anything like that, and I would be really happy to see that websites you have built using no code tool if you want. Yeah. Uh, so if you like Python, you can try and build Python. Okay, super cool suggestion. I like I work primarily with JavaScript, but yes, I will try and will Python. I work with Python as well sometimes, but yep. Uh, Scratch. Do you mean the Scratch, the building blocks game we like not game, the portal which we use to like drag and drop blocks to build applications and website? If that's what you want to say, uh, for Scratch, then yep, Scratch is really good actually. It is super cool. I built my uh, first mobile application on Scratch, so it's super good. Uh, cool. Let's go ahead and go to Bubble maybe. So I'll just share this tab instead. I will just close this once. Okay, we are here. I have logged in again. As I said, I just logged in. I haven't done anything yet. So name of your application, uh, MLH. Okay, we can actually see Bubble URL. Somebody has taken. Cool. MLH. I hope this is not taken. Uh, please say it's not taken. Okay, maybe I should give hyphen here. That should maybe. Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and create that. Uh, okay, let's see. There is something similar to Scratch in Minecraft education version. Sorry for that misreading. I have been streaming for over an 1 hour now. So okay, I have never searched about it. Let's just search about it. What Minecraft education. So, is there a specific version for Minecraft education? What is this? Education game-based platform that increases creative, inclusive learning through play. Yeah, this sounds cool. Actually, if you anyone could take suggestion, I would really like to see some hackathon submissions using Minecraft education. Yeah, that sounds cool. Thanks for suggesting, by the way. Uh, yep. Yeah, let's go ahead with Bubble. Okay. It's premium feature. What is the premium feature? Uh, mm, okay, I guess what is this? Core platform features host on bubble.io. See, now, as I said, there might be paid services. So here I'm getting some like custom domain if I want it on custom domain, publish host scale, something like that. But if I just want it on this host and accessible feature for testing and learning, I'll just go with the basic features. Until it loads again, friendly reminder for water, get your water. Internet speed is my video freezing? Is it from my end? Let me know because I'm not able to see the stream. Maybe I should check it out. Is it happening from my end? Chat, please. If you can response, it would be really great. I hope not. Okay. That's good to hear. Uh, yeah, then actually, if your video is freezing, I am really sorry for that. Sorry to hear that, but the session is recorded, so you can actually go back and watch what we are doing right now. So, uh, nothing to worry about. It's entirely recorded. Cool. So, issues saving your app. Got it. Let's go ahead. Uh, Maybe get started on right foot. Maybe just skip the assistant. I'm not sure why I don't like this assistants and stuff. But yeah, that can be pretty helpful. Building landing page. Okay, header. Okay. Uh, let's see this how this looks. Okay. Let's. Can you just zoom in or zoom out this? Okay. What is this? Oh, this is like proper drag and drop you can do for this and just let me just quickly check. I will close this and maybe zoom in, zoom out, where I can do zoom in, zoom out, so I can actually see the entire page. This one, no. This one, no. Uh, if anyone has used bubble.io, do let me know how to zoom out here. Uh, okay, okay, index page is there. 404 page is there. Okay, plugins. Let's check out this. Add plugins. Okay, we can connect API here. If you don't know what all these terms I'm telling right now is, don't worry. You can actually do everything without this as well. But I know code, so I will see what all things I can do. Okay, progress bar, I can do progress bar. Cool stuff. Sidebar menu. Okay. Chart element I can add. Toast notifications. Okay. Air alert. This sounds cool. Okay. If they are they paid? I am not sure. Here it's written free, but here nothing is written. I'm not sure why. But okay, never mind. Uh, Random user generator. Okay, this is super nice. It generates random user data for testing. This could be super helpful. I'm tired of using admin one, admin two every time. Uh, yeah. How many of you just use admin one, admin two every time? But this is super cool. You can actually generate users. Air data, air date time dropper. hmm Super cool. Okay, Stripe. We can add Stripe. This is nice. Full calendar. Oh, music. We can actually add a music player here. Howler. So many features. Oh, we can add Discord integration as well. This is actually nice. You can use Discord data for a lot of stuff. I have my own community. MLH has its community on Discord, and if you can integrate that on applications showing numbers and stuff like that, that can be super cool. Feather icons, Air keyboard, bootstrap, star rating input, okay. Speaker, okay. This is the same stuff. Uh, and using same different technology. Let's go ahead, done. Plugins are done. Settings, logs. What is data? Can create database here. Oh, you can actually create kind of its own database. Say suppose you are maybe uh, using. Yeah, actually, plugins seem really helpful, and they're super, and it's not like they're boring plugins like a date and time kind of thing. They are super nice, including the Discord one. I really like the Discord one that they are including Discord ones. That is super cool. I think this is a kind of its database for collecting. Say, suppose I will maybe someday try to add contact form and get the contact details here, something like that. Uh, Workflow, I'm not sure what this workflow means. I can't manipulate. Okay, okay, we can actually add the workflow here for design, anything like that, if something gets clicked here. How do I add now? Okay, let's go ahead, get this. Um, I should have not, okay, components. Okay, I have components here. I can just close this. Let's bring this one here. Okay, let's get, oops. I just have to close this again. Entire thing here. I think this looks good. Let's see preview. Uh, who does go to all the entirely intellectual property IP for no code and low code design app project via platform? Yeah, this is actually really nice questions. Thank you so much for asking it. So, uh, the IP for your project, if you are using no code and low code, is you. So there are like several different things when this comes to IP. Obviously, the app is yours and the project is yours, but if you are using the like paid service or etc., or if you are using the free template kind of thing, then you are supposed to use the website. And yeah, that's pretty much it according to me. The IP is yours, even if in hackathons, majority of hackathons, whatever project you will build, the IP will be yours. in most rare cases, there are I know some hackathons like kind of government kind of hackathons where the IP will belong to the government or hackathon organizer, whoever you submit your project to. But in like most 99% of hackathons, the IP will be yours, and so does the on the tools, unless it's specifically. But no, low code and no code platforms in no way takes the IP for your application. That does not work, but you have to credit it somewhere because you're using predefined assets and stuff. So yeah, you may have want to look into that, the terms and condition actually. Uh, Workflow diagram. The workflow before, I think it's similar to the JavaScript which we use in our applications. So it's pretty much the same, I guess. The workflow is like there was a workflow for like if the image is clicked and stuff. So I'm presuming that it's for the like JavaScript and the thing that goes for while building a project. So okay, our nice effects. I like it. Great UI actually. See, I really like it. It's really good UI. Sign up, login, deploy within minutes. Let's go ahead and change these things to okay. Let's go ahead and as always do this perfect. Okay, see we can do here as well. We can see H1, H2 tags. If we do H1, okay. Okay, see, here is the workflow which we are talking about. I'm not sure if you are able to see it, but here, this is the workflow. So I guess if we just put here like click action, so let's say suppose element action, uh, what do we do? Uh, Text header is clicked. Okay, text header is clicked, and action should be uh, maybe element action and set state maybe element text header custom state create new state. What is this state? Okay, never mind. Don't let's not do the state kind of thing. Uh, okay, let's delete this. Delete. Let's set action for this. Something really is show what to show element. Let's say maybe simple text or something like that. Hmm, I'm not sure what to show actually here. Just a simple text would do actually. Oh, this text. Width maybe is uh, maybe just do. I'm just trying out different stuff. You might feel what I'm like doing dumb stuff. So yes, I'm doing dumb stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what everything is going on in here and try to feel if if I didn't knew any uh, programming, if I would be able to adapt to no code. And so far, it's going great. I can do this. So, uh, yep, let's go ahead and just do it. Sign up. Watch live. Conditionals. Okay, no conditionals. Appearance, link, text hover. Maybe we can do something cool here. Hover effect, tooltip hover. Maybe something. Hello. Does it work? I'm not sure if it will work, but very cool to see if that works. Where is the okay element isn't clickable? We can actually disable it from clicking. That is super nice. Tooltip on hover hello. So let's go ahead and preview. I'm super pumped to see if this works. So it should like when we hover on this, it should tooltip hello somewhere. Where is it showing? Okay, it's not showing anything. I guess I messed up the setting or something like that, but it's cool. No worries. If it's not working, we don't have to worry about it. Um, so let's just go ahead here again. This one, or just remove this maybe. No, never mind. Uh, Layout, make first previous. Okay, not, nothing super fancy here. Okay, let's just go and maybe can we just deploy it to one of the sites? Preview. Oh, let's go ahead to the preview. We can, okay, okay, we are here. Slow. O- Okay, that's a debugger here. I don't think we can deploy it from here itself. Let's go ahead back again. I think we will have to upgrade. Okay, see, webel branding, password protection, other stuff, and for I guess for hosting, like we did before on Webflow, we will have to purchase like $29 kind of monthly subscription, which I'm not going to do obviously. But let's see pages, 404 page. They here pages are also there, but okay, nice one. Uh, Preloaded. You can actually create pages and stuff, index page, icons. If you go here, link, um, oops, not here. Yeah. Did I change the layout? Yes, I did change the layout. Okay, yeah, but we will have to upgrade and stuff for that question. Okay, here is help center, academy shortcuts, arrange, super cool. Settings, let's check out settings. Application plan, okay. This is application plan, general, domain and email. Let's see. Domain name encryption. Okay, custom domain. But is it like exported? I guess we got a free domain, right? If we got a free domain, then why are we not able to deploy it? Or are we already deployed? Let me see. Um, from MLH dot bubble apps dot io. Uh-huh. Okay. See, I just searched the website. I guess you are not able to see what I searched for, but I guess the Cavalier from MLH dot bubble dot io is not working for someone, for me, for some reason. And yeah, here is responsive. I just saw this. Oops. Yeah, but you can actually change the responsiveness and stuff. But yeah, that that's what was there when we work with no-code tool. Personally, between uh, Webflow and Bubble.io, I really liked Webflow because the templates were super structured and there was a pretty good templates actually, and there were like customizations were really easy. According to me, and you were able to get a free preview hosting. So say suppose I'm trying to submit this same project for a hackathon. I don't have to think about hosting and stuff where my website is there because with code you will have to do a lot of host configurations and DNS configurations with that. But here it just got hosted and I can just submit that link as it is, which is super cool actually. So we have seen difference between no code and low code, and let's try out something interesting. We just tried the both of the platforms, and there were super cool suggestions as well, which we will see maybe in futures. And yes, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you really like this session, or if you learned anything from this session, please do make sure you share that on socials, tagging me and MLH if you want. And that would really help you in learning in public initiative, which I strongly support. And yep, if you like the slides were taken from Slides Go, where like there are free templates. So I did not really design all the slides. So Slides Go, and then we use Webflow and Bubble.io for trying out different websites. And now the question that comes is the if we should submit your project for if with no code or code, right? So the my answer would be with the no code experience right now that both are really good examples of both are really good for submitting your project. So you should be able to understand that if you have enough time, enough resources, enough energy to build a project from code, you can go ahead with the code. If you have less confidence in a specific tech stack or anything like that, you can go with no code. The like base of hackathon is that it's a ground for you to learn, right? So when you are in hackathon, the main motive for you should be learning. So if you want to try out, say suppose a specific library for front end, and there is like you are at hackathon, so best for you would be going with code and trying out that library and trying to build a project with that library, right? And like I wanted to try out no code tool in this session, I tried out a no code tool myself, right? So that's a great way to learn and try out these tools. I actually hosted my application on one of the URLs which I shared here. Uh, yes, we use Webflow today. So, and I really liked it. I might use it for my own website as well. I don't know, but yep. That was the session for you all. If you liked it, again, make sure you share that on social, share the screenshots and stuff. I would really like to retweet and comment. Again, thank you so much for joining. Okay, there's a question. Uh, what if we are building something complex? No code tools would work. Uh, okay, as we saw, no code tools actually come up with their own integration and kind of architecture that supports themselves, right? But if you're going into super complex something, uh, like components and like super customized application kind of thing, if I'm talking like a complex application, then they might not work. And I discussed in one of the cons for uh, the no code tool that there are not many customization options or integration options that come with no code, many no code tools. So if you are going with highly complex application, then many no-code tools might not work or might charge a lot of money from you to make it work. And I'm not sure if that would be worth it for you. But again, if that works for you, that would be definitely going. But I have not built no complex project with no-code tool. Maybe that might be a good idea for a session for maybe upcoming uh, like uh, for the in future MLH streams. But that was it for this stream. We actually just tried. But according to me, for very complex application, no code tools might not work that well. Uh, That's my thought. Yep, I think we are out of questions. And yep, thank you so much for sticking with me for 1.5 hours. Really appreciate it. Again, I have told this third time, but do share this session on socials, and we'll see you in the next one. And yeah, see you around. Have a great one.